you and the House to appreciate that Senator Billow Kerrow will join the team in South Africa. I know this is a team that has made us proud in the Senate, and we are hoping that while Billow Kerrow now goes to South Africa, he's going to be the lead of the team, Mr. Speaker, and we hope he will bring in a different brand, a different vibe as he...
An outstanding son of this country, of whom we are all very proud of. We have full confidence in Billow Kerrow as a leader, what he stands for, and we know, Mr. Speaker, that will be very adequately represented at that parliament through Senator Billow Kerrow. I do hope that by this appointment, that there are no intentions at all of removing Senator Kerrow as chairman of the Finance and Commerce Committee of this Senate, because I know that he has capacity to discharge both functions effectively. Mr. Speaker, I support his appointment.
Senator Billow Kerrow has discharged his duties as chairman of Finance. We are very happy with the work he's doing and the energy he has. Mr. Speaker, I normally call him the president of pastoralists, so don't go and get lost in Africa, in South Africa, and Mr. Deputy. Thank you.
Senator Ongera.
Mr. Speaker, Senator Billow Kerrow is a distinguished senator who has not only vast experience but is also widely knowledgeable in the international diaspora, particularly in international affairs, that which we deal mostly as in the pub. Mr. Speaker,
that is going good for the country, because we know we have a very good and competent and leader who is going to represent the country well and articulate all our issues. But it's only bad because we are going to miss him at the Senate. I have learned to know Senator Billow Kerrow as a no-nonsense leader and a debater. We definitely need his input within the Senate, and he has always guided us and hit on things spot on as they are, without beating about the bush. That has been a good lesson to most of us, and it has always directed and upheld the Senate very high. And while
Senator Billow Kerrow, a man of substantial integrity, and I'm sure that as Billow is sitting there, he's wondering whether we mean the words that we are saying here. I usually find that when I'm in such an occasion, you feel as if it is a funeral. At least in a funeral, you don't hear what they say, but in your own funeral, but at least here you can hear what they are saying. So I hope that all these words, good words about Senator Billow Kerrow, well meant. But it too, and I'm sure Billow, with your concern in governance, you will go to the Pan-African Parliament with one mission: to revive debates on good governance necessary for healthy economic transformation of Africa. Thank you.
Congratulating Senator Billow Kerrow. He is a senator I look at as a very honest and truthful senator. And in my life, I've learned that when you're honest, it doesn't earn you many friends, but it earns you the good ones. And definitely it has now earned him this position that will represent us, the Senate out there, truthfully, and Kenya as a country truthfully. Thank you, Mr.
Billow Kerrow ambaye tumemfahamu vizuri kwa kuchapa kwake kwa kazi kabisa, na tushamuona kwamba ni mtu kabisa mwadilifu. Najua kusema ukweli, Senator, kama wengi wanaweza ongea juu yako, kuna mtu ambaye hana kitu ambaye ameweza kusoma kutoka kwako. Na wacha niseme kitu tu mimi nitakuomba ni kwamba nina hakika tunaposema at least unaenda kutuwakilisha kwa ile jumuiya ya wabunge wa Afrika, tunajua kabisa kwa msimamo wako wa uongozi, kwa msimamo wako wa demokrasia, hatuna tashawishi yote, na tuna hakika utaweza kupeleka kule uongozi na uende uonyeshane kweli. At least tungetaka tuone kama.
Mr. Speaker, I just want to encourage my friend and colleague, Senator Billow, that as a Pan-African Parliament, the members of that Parliament, you must remain alive to pronouncements from the AU. The AU has been taking very serious positions on international protocols. It reminds me, Mr. Speaker, of the latest where members were being urged to have the African states pull out of the ICC. Mr. Speaker, on such an important issue, we would like to see Senator Ongera and Senator Billow reporting back to the House that the Pan-African Parliament debated and made the following decision. We do not want heads of states in the African countries to run rogue and be dictators by using the mob psychology.
And indeed, in terms of ability, expertise and competence, I will say, just like what my colleague said, he'll be able to represent us very effectively.
Senator Billow Kerrow is committed, steadfast, and on issues of national importance, he has remained committed and non-partisan. I believe that in going to that parliament, he is the best representative of this Senate in that organization.
I have served with Senator Billow right from the 9th Parliament. I know him as an astute politician, a very knowledgeable politician, and a politician who knows how to express what is in mind in good language and sense. So his nomination to this position is no surprise to some of us.
I want to tell him that we will miss him, and I hope he will still be coming to chair our finance committee because he's a very good chair. Congratulations.
Senator Kilonzo Jr.
Mr. Speaker, Winston Churchill said, when you are in a situation and you need to do something and you don't know what to do, do nothing. But when you have a situation where you need to say something and you don't know what to say the truth. The person who fits that bill is Billow Kerrow. So therefore I support this motion and say, on the side of the Jubilee, that is the person who I would give that commendation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to also congratulate Senator Billow Kerrow for the good job he has been doing in this House and for being nominated to that House, to that Parliament. It's a very important institution. There are reforms ongoing, particularly in relation to making the House, the Parliament, to be a permanent Parliament with permanent members serving for a particular period of time.
Pursuant to Article 5 of the Protocol to the Treaty establishing the African Economic Community relating to the Pan-African Parliament, the Senate approves the nomination of Senator Billow Kerrow as a member of the Pan-African Parliament to replace Senator Kipchumba Murkomen.
Point of order to thank the members, all the senators, for their kind words and for their confidence expressed in my ability to represent them in the Pan-African Parliament. And my pledge is that the Pan-African Parliament will certainly hear a lot about the Kenyan Senate and about the Kenyan Parliament and the Kenyan nation in general regarding our priorities in terms of the policies and in terms of other protocols, and I think I'm told even these days about some legislative directions that are of interest to ourselves. So I'll hopefully be able to meet your expectations, and thank you very much for your confidence.